I live in my 2006 Honda Accord, and this is what it's like to wake up in a 24-hour Planet Fitness parking lot. I start by getting dressed, and then the longest part of my morning routine is always taking down all of my window coverings, but they are essential for sleeping in my car, so I do it anyways. Then I climb over into the driver's seat and take down my window coverings there. I actually already went into this Planet Fitness last night to take a shower, for all of you who say that I don't shower. So this morning I can go ahead and leave straight away and drive to Panera Bread. But first, the bathroom. Obviously, I used the restroom and washed my hands. I brushed my teeth in my car. I don't know, like, that's weird to show on camera. I don't know why y'all are asking to see that. Anyways, now it's time to drink my hot bean juice to wake up and get some computer work done. So I use this as an opportunity to charge some of my electronics. And here I'm actually editing a YouTube video, so if you haven't already, be sure to go subscribe over there.
You're gone away. I wish you disappeared. All that's left is a ghost of you.
I'm Charmaine, and I've lived in my car for almost a year, and this is my weekly routine on how I clean my car and get it set back up to sleep in. To say I never thought I would be in this situation is an understatement. But when I tell you that living in your car is so humbling, and honestly I feel like in a good way, because I realize in this journey that I don't need half of the things that I thought I needed, and that is just a refreshing thought. I forgot my debit card. Anyway, so we are going to set up the car. I wanted to keep this as low cost as possible, so I just used things that I already had, like stacking the blankets. Thank you guys so much for ordering from my Amazon wish list and donating to my Cash App and Venmo. You guys are amazing. That's where all this stuff came from, but this didn't work. I always keep tissues and wipes in the car because you never know when you're gonna have to pee outside. This is where I keep my clothes bag. I honestly didn't think I would survive the summer with as hot as it was, and I definitely didn't think I'd be doing this for a year, but here we are. And I just
routine for sleeping in my Chevy SS. As y'all know, I got this new car like 2 days ago, and the only way I could really afford this is if I slept in it, so I'm gonna be showing y'all my nightly routine. First thing first, I usually leave pillows and blankets in my trunk. You know what I'm saying? This is my second night doing this, and as y'all can see, man, I got a whole little crib in here. So I take all of my belongings, blankets, and pillows out the trunk, and I put them inside the car. But before that, I usually cold start the car because it sounds amazing. Now I'm going to turn the car on. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the heater on because it's cold outside now. Then I turn on my heat ventilated seats. I put my pillows where the headrest is. And then I grab one of my blankets and I kind of just throw it on me. Then I kind of make sure I'm tucked in. I give me an oatmeal cream pie. I eat it. And then I go to sleep, y'all. And just wake up and work the next morning by making TikToks.
I'm not saying here to, well, I'm not judging him or anything, but I kind of don't believe him. He's making it look too easy and fun and enjoyable to be what he considers homeless. So unless he has a great plan or something that's going to be like short term or something like that, I'm assuming that either this is like a prank or this is something where it's not too serious. He's doing it by choice. But let's hear him out. Let's see what he got.
Hopefully y'all can afford a house. If y'all like this video, comment and go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I just dropped a video on yesterday and the day before that. Always remember, you could sleep in the car.
See, that's my thing there. I think a lot of people, and I could be lying. Well, I could just be saying, I'm not sure. I'm not lying at all because I don't know. But I think a lot of people are just choosing to be in their cars so they can get that, I guess that sympathetic factor from people who's watching them, so they can actually blow up or something like that, or go viral or something like that. But this one, I think it's just blatant that he's actually just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem real. Most people are, I'm not saying you have to be sad to be in that situation, but I think he's just making it too easy, and the fact that he just purchased a car is like a dead giveaway. The goal is to actually be debt free, not to go backwards. So I don't know what he was getting with that one, but let's continue watching.
But you can't drive a house. Got this TikTok I did from this dude.
See-
His name Clue. Good night, y'all.
See, exactly. So he just he pretty much just
127
confirmed.
days.
He just confirmed what I was saying, where he got the idea from someone, or he's doing something that ultimately will give him something in return. Maybe like a great fan base or something like that, or I can't call it. I don't know. Like I'm not trying to be in that situation. I'm happy I'm not in that situation, but I see what they're doing now, because after you watch so many videos, you start to see like, okay, is everyone homeless, or is it just a trend? But let's just watch the next video. Hopefully we'll come across something else, and we'll see how that's going.
That's right. 127 days that I have been sleeping out of my car here in Texas. And the Lord tells me to count it all as joy. Count every day as joy. Rejoice even when you have much and even when you have little. My teacher said, when you focus on your needs, you don't have faith. And when you focus on what you lack, you don't have humility. And that is something that the Lord is really working on in me. It's kind of hard sometimes to not focus on your needs when you're not used to the current circumstances of which you're living in. But count.
See, this is something that I believe and I'm sympathetic about, because you can clearly see that she's going through a tough stage, and she's just trying to get by. Like, she wasn't put in this position. She didn't put herself in the situation. She actually probably was forced in the situation. You can just tell by all the stuff that's around her, her boxes. She's crammed in. I don't think anybody's going to be crammed in a car, and nobody's going to be enjoying it. So it's like, even her routine. So right now she's just like washing her face with anything she can get, versus something else like somebody would normally use in their household, which is probably a washcloth, or just I don't know, just something you would just wash your face with, whatever you guys use.
Count it all as joy. I've been doing a side project while sleeping in my car, while also studying for the GRE. But the Lord has me in a place right now where he wants me to meet people, to introduce them to his goodness.
Nice.
Even though I am sleeping and living out of my car for a temporary moment.
Yes.
But he tells us to count it all as joy. There are days where I have many, and there are days when I have absolutely nothing and few, but he still provides the manna that I need for that day. As it says in the Lord's Prayer, give us this day our daily bread. The Lord will give you just enough for that day. And that is what he does. So that I don't focus on tomorrow, because tomorrow has its own worries. He gives me enough for today, so that I don't need to focus on my needs, because he wants me to have faith. And he doesn't want me to focus on what I lack, because he's building humility in me. Man does not live off of bread alone, but the words that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. So I pray that my journey is still encouraging you guys to take that leap of faith, of obedience, that God is really wanting you to lean towards, so the things of which you prayed for can really be walked out in today's life for you. So God bless you guys, and have a blessed day. Count everything as joy.
You see, this story is really powerful, and she actually moved me, because like a lot of people, we're not really thinking that we can ever be in that situation. And then the situation that she's in, I'm pretty sure, like I said earlier, she was forced into that situation. She doesn't want to be there. This is not by choice. She literally has to, this is her way of living at this point. But she's still humble. This whole situation humbled her. I'm not sure how she was before, but you can clearly see that she's taking it day by day and trying to find the light in the situation. Like, even when she says that she's using her voice to help others because the Lord wants her to. So things like that. So you can clearly see that she's like becoming a better person. She's becoming a better person, but even deep down inside, she is going to be a better outcome. I know it, she knows it, and she knows the Lord put her into this situation to humble her. Like I said, I don't know how she was before. I could go back and look at some of her videos, because when people say it humbles them, they're normally to me, I think they normally were at like a 10, and then now they're probably, I don't want to say like a 5, but now they're probably going to be at a 7 with like all the energy and thinking that they were so, uppity. I don't want to say high and mighty, but like uppity or things like that. But let's check out the next video.